As we say in Australia, g'day. Welcome to behavioural reading, and I'm going to introduce you to the concept and a little bit about it and why we are wanting to use behavioural reading. Behavioural reading, the idea of it is that we can create fluent reading. And why do we want fluent reading? Well, we know the research shows very nicely that fluent reading is needed in order to have good comprehension. Now, a fluent reader is simply, if we look at books, it's simply somebody who picks up something and can read it. It is easy to read, it's no effort for the brain, the words come out nicely with expression, that sort of thing. So what is it about fluent reading which is therefore so difficult for some people to read and so difficult for our education systems, for example, to do? So if I was to give an example and say, if we look at every child that goes to school, there's 100 children, it sort of works like this. This group up here, you don't have to teach them to read. They will simply work out reading all by themselves. If we come down to about here somewhere, this whole group here, these ones have to be taught. T-O-U-G-H-T. They have to be taught. It doesn't really matter how they're taught, but as long as they are taught, they will learn to read. We are left with this group down the bottom. And this bottom group run into problems. I want you to consider why they have problems. You've heard the word dyslexia or dyslexic, and if we look at a person's brain, a normal reading brain looks a bit like this with joins in between, and these are the bits where the brain is doing the working. Dyslexic brains are different. Like, they've got this bit over here and this bit here and maybe this bit here and all sorts. The brain is different for a dyslexic brain. Now, though behavioural reading will help this, it's not going to change that. And there are some fantastic programs that do change that. I'll talk about that in the website, but this is not designed to change that. What this is designed to do is to say, okay, let's look at swimmers. Let's throw 100 children into a pool and give them a couple of lessons. Mainly, watch me. Watch how I swim, and now you try and do it. You just watch how I swim here. This is how I swim. Now you try. And you will find that some will do it well. Some, with that a bit of instruction will be fine. But there's some down here that won't. Because what we are doing, what we're forgetting here is that every single person brings their own instinct. They will have their own way of solving the problem. So these swimmers might swim with their hands closed instead of open. They might swim like this instead of arms over. The instinct